He had the deplorable comment on the part of Hillary Clinton that just drew the ire of, well, a lot of Republicans, including Donald Trump. Listen.
I said to my people, I don't believe she said it. I think you have to check it because there's no way that she said this. And she actually did, and she even really doubled up because it was said with such anger and such unbelievable anger. And I think this is the biggest mistake of the political season. Right. Remember this, you're going to be president. You're president of all the people. You're not president of 50% or 75%. You're president of all the people.
All right, so is this Hillary Clinton's Mitt Romney 47% remark? Let's ask former Romney campaign aide, Lenny Alcivar, Democratic strategist, Kevin Chavous. Welcome to you both. Kevin, do you worry that it could be?
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, it's very interesting at a time when you want to expand your base. Secretary Clinton goes and does something that constricts it. And last week, if you remember, Donald Trump was very explicit about his outreach to the African-American community. He talked about school choice and education reform as a way to try to make inroads to that community. So he's looking to expand his base, as well he should. And here comes Secretary Clinton, where she does something so obviously wrong, she apologized for it later, as to categorize certain voters as being deplorable. That's not a wise thing to do. And I think the overriding issue, real quickly, Neil, is this one of trust. And I think that when people, this elitist thread has sort of woven its way through the perception of Hillary Clinton, and this feeds right into that. And as I'm sure your other guest knows, that was one of the problems that Romney had to face last time.
You know, if memory serves me right, Romney's 47% remark was said at what he thought was an unrecorded meeting of donors and party honchos. But the word got out. The word got out here. But I believe the irony was that Hillary Clinton had invited a few select reporters because she'd been getting criticism about her secretiveness. So it came back to bite her. What happens next, Len?
The Republican Party and Donald Trump puts millions of dollars in ads in swing states and battleground states to remind people of these deplorable comments. The Clinton campaign will try to walk it back, but they'll be hard-pressed to do so. This kind of thing, Neil, what is it with political candidates, fundraisers and speeches, right? No political party's nominee should be disparaging roughly half of the electorate. I totally agree with Kevin on that. But I think that this one is more hurtful than their campaign is letting on, because it goes exactly to what Kevin said. There's a reason people don't like Hillary Clinton or trust Hillary Clinton. And this goes right to the heart of that. And our party is right to capitalize on this great gift of a gaffe.
Kevin, is there going to be any fallout from this pneumonia thing, this health thing again, when even the Washington Post says it's an issue now?
Well, it goes back to the trust thing. Look, and I think both candidates have that. And to Lynn's point, you know, what's real interesting is that this elitist threat is not supposed to be a label that Democratic presidential candidates have. Those that have had that elitist label, you know, Kerry, Kennedy was able to overcome it because he was likable. I mean, it's poison. And my fear is it's almost like the Clinton campaign. No, it's almost like Hillary Clinton herself is stuck in quicksand. You know, like that old sports figure said, maybe they are who we think they are. There's a reason why she felt comfortable enough to castigate a certain number of the electorate. And I think we should be talking about a healing message of bringing people together as one that's divisive. And I agree with Lynn. I think this is going to haunt that campaign for the coming weeks.
After the coming weeks, the irony was, we were talking on real quickly, that she has widened the lead in some polls, so 5 points nationally, depending on the poll, I grant you. Still competitive, still tight by and large, but maybe this is much ado about nothing. What do you think?
Listen, I think if I were able to predict the 2016, I'd be a very rich person. So I don't know. I do know this. Their campaign understands what the Republican Party understands. This race is narrowing more so than maybe many of us expected. And that's number one. Number two, to the point of her specific statement that she made, knowingly made in front of the press, Secretary Clinton needs the Obama coalition to rally behind her. And this is the danger of identity politics in our country. But I think they're feeling the pressure, and it's not been a good 48 hours for her. My hope is that our party and our nominee will be able to capitalize this in an appropriate way to take back the hearts and minds of the very people that we need to elect our nominee.
Okay. I'm surprised you came out that way. But no, thank you both very, very much.